Hello everyone, this is my Biomulecules Project. Hope you enjoy it. So here we have a cell. This cell has an important role in our bodies, and it is made out of proteins, but it has inside some things that make it work called organelles. And one of these organelles is called the nucleus. And the nucleus is the center part of the cell and contains our genetic material called DNA. DNA gives information to the organelles and tells how they function. Also, DNA makes RNA, which makes proteins that make new cells, and proteins really are important in our bodies. So a cell has many similarities with an enterprise, for example, Google. Google is one of the richest companies in the whole world. It was founded on 1998 by Larry Page and Eric Smith, and it has grown incredibly. Also, it has great installations and efficient workers, like the organelles in a cell. And here we have Sergey Brin, the creator of Google's search engine. Brin currently holds the position of technology president of Google and has an estimated net worth of $18.5 billion. And here we have Eric Emerson Schmidt, one of the creators of Google. He now is the president and CEO of Google. And lastly, we have Larry Page, also one of the creators of Google. He has been the president and product manager of Google since April 2001, and continues to share responsibility for Google's daily operations with Eric Schmidt and Sergey Brin. So this three presidents and owners of Google represent the DNA of a cell because they are the leaders of different areas of their company, so they have to give information to their employees to make them create and work hard, just like DNA does with the organelles. Also, DNA makes RNA, which is a formula to make proteins, and I think RNA could be represented in Google as the ideas of Google to create new projects. Projects like Google Glass, Google Phone, and even Google's search engine. Another good thing of Google is that they say that Google is the best job in the world, because the people that work in there like what they do, and I think these workers could be represented as the ribosomes in a cell, because they create proteins. In other words, they create new projects and ideas to innovate and create something incredible. For example, Gmail. Now let's talk about Google's search engine and its software, like Android. Google's search engine receives its energy by a huge building with a bunch of servers like the mitochondria, which gives energy to the cell.
A data center is the brains of the internet.
The engine of the internet.
It is a giant building with a lot of power, a lot of cooling, and a lot of computers.
It's row upon row of machines, all working together to provide the services that make Google function.
So mitochondria gives energy to all the cell, just like the servers make to Google's search engine. Now let's talk about Google administrators, which protect the internet from any illegal content and from hackers. Also, they help you with your daily search problems or use of Google's apps. An admin could represent the cell membrane in a cell because it protects it from danger. Back to Google, its offices could be the endoplasmic reticulum, because it is made out of pairs of walls that contain ribosomes. This means that the workplaces where Google people work are called the endoplasmic reticulum.
The first time I saw the campus it was incredible. There's volleyball nets and colorful umbrellas, and you see people walking their dogs. It feels kind of like a playground, a big playground.
Returning to Google's search engine. Google is the search engine most used in the world, and the users make a really important role in Google's company because they use and enjoy what Google creates. Users are the ones who can question what is wrong in the system and critique the way Google works. And I think users can be represented as the lipids in a cell. This is because lipids accumulate in our body and are good, but when lipids accumulate in excess is bad and can affect us in the future. So users can create a good ambience in the internet, but when they accumulate, this good ambience can be broken down by bad examples of bad people, which other people can be affected. So that's how lipids and users related. Here we have the Golgi apparatus, which receives proteins, caps, and lipids and stores them. This can be related to our warehouse, where we store our products, for example, our phones. Also, it's related to the internet store called Google Play Store, because we accumulate every kind of apps, so that people can download and use them. And lastly, we have the most important thing a company like Google needs to maintain. This is the money. The money has made Google one of the richest companies in the world and one of the most important, and I think that in a cell the money could be represented as the cab in a cell, because they are the energy that can help the cell. And money makes what Google is today now, a company that has made people smile and has made us use it for our needs.